From the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants. A lighting designer from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, Graham Hicks. A stay-at-home mom from San Pedro, California, Erin Bucher. And our returning champion, a graduate student from Birmingham, Michigan, Drew Basile, whose 3-day cash winnings total $53,282. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings.
Thanks, Johnny Gilbert, and welcome to a new week of Jeopardy! On Friday's show, the game ended in a thrilling tiebreaker in which the quick buzzing skills of our current champion, Drew Basile, allowed him to prevail again and head into the weekend as a 3-game winner. Today, we welcome Erin and Graham to the Alex Trebek stage. Good luck to all three of you.
I'm feeling positive for 1,000.
Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of This came out in 1952, but this is still recommended as a stress buster. Drew.
What is positive thinking?
Correct.
Ease for 600.
According to, and a person who's another's equal. Drew.
What is per and peer?
Correct.
Ease for 800.
I'll be very disappointed if you don't get these. Understanding or knowledge, and sharp, like an animal's senses. Drew.
What is can and keen?
Correct. Back to you, Erin.
Let him cook for 800.
David Chang added 7-Up to give this Korean staple some bubbliness in its cabbage. Drew.
What is kimchi?
Yes.
Let him cook for 600.
Bam! Enjoy kicked up fried calamari with Creole olive salad at his flagship New Orleans restaurant. Graham.
Who's Emerald?
Bam, you get $600 more, and we're going to a commercial. We'll come right back with more Jeopardy in just a moment. Drew Basile is our returning champion, a grad student from Birmingham, Michigan. And I understand, speaking of difficult questions, you caused many questions once in a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, well, Ken, as you can probably tell, I'm quite tall. I'm 6'6". So that was a little unheard of last summer when I went to Japan with some friends of mine. And I can remember there was one particular night, it was late, we were going into this sushi bar, and it was this low entrance, so I really had to stoop. And then when I came to my full height, the full restaurant, there were gasps. And people were so in awe that they began to get up and compare their shoes to me, and they bought me free things, and then the rest of the trip I walked on my tippy toes.
It's like a Godzilla movie for everybody who saw you. All right, Drew, you have the lead right now, but it's Graham who has command of the board. Let's get back into the game, Graham. Where to?
Let's do let him cook for 400, please.
You bleeping bleeps better know this TV chef has a personal recipe for soft scrambled eggs and bacon jam toast on his website. Well, Drew.
Who was Gordon Ramsay?
Right.
Directors for 1,000, please.
He has created the director's cut for Watchmen, as well as Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Drew.
Who is Zack Snyder?
He loves his own cut, yes.
Ease for 200.
Short form of a job that keeps order on the court, and a chain of rocks near the water's surface. Drew.
What is ref and reef?
Yes. Back to you, Drew.
Poetry for 800.
So vast was the struggle to found the Roman state is a line from this epic by Virgil. Drew.
What is the Aeneid?
Correct.
Poetry test for 1,000.
There's a stake in your fat black heart, she wrote in Daddy, a searing poem from her posthumous 1965 collection, Ariel. Drew.
Who is Plath?
Good for 1,000.
Prehistoric animals for 1,000.
Sea scorpions called Eurypterids could reach 8 feet, making them the biggest ever members of this phylum that includes crustaceans and bugs. Drew.
What are arthropods?
That's right.
I'm feeling positive for 200.
A basic subatomic particle, it's positively charged, and the chief constituent of primary cosmic rays. Drew.
What are protons?
Yes.
Positive for 400.
In 2016, the 1,000 Fathers March along Beale Street celebrated positive male role models in this city. Drew.
What is Memphis?
Yes.
Positive for 600.
The sum of these two positive integers is a 2-digit number, but when the two are multiplied, the product is a single digit. Drew.
What is 1 and 9?
Very good, yes. And here's your final clue. When jump-starting a car, use the red cable to connect between each battery's positive one of these final posts. Erin.
What is a node?
Sorry, no. Drew.
What are terminals?
Positive terminal, that's correct. You're on quite a run right now, Drew. You have the lead as we head into double Jeopardy. Erin, you'll select first when we come back.
Let's go with 14-letter responses for 1,200.
In 597 BC, this king II deported King Jehoiakim to Babylon. Drew.
Who was Nebuchadnezzar?
Right.
14 letter for 1600.
In philosophy, it prioritizes free will. As a political philosophy, it prioritizes individual freedom. Drew.
What is libertarianism?
That's right.
Live music for 1200, please.
The first concert this Maroon 5 frontman saw was Warrant at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium as a preteen. Drew.
Was Adam Levine?
Yes.
Around Italy for 1600.
It's the Italian name for the city of Dante and Machiavelli. Drew.
What is Firenze?
Florence, right.
Nothing like live music for 1600.
Answer there is a daily double for you, Drew. What are you thinking?
Not much. 2000?
All right, here's your clue in Nothing Like Live Music. The tour name had to be Ninja when these two bands from the first Lollapalooza joined forces again in 2009.
Who are 9 Inch Nails and Jane's Addiction.
Oh, right before the buzzer. That is the acronym. Yes, 9 Inch Nails and Jane's Addiction. Well done. You had 2000.
Old cars for 1600.
Answer there. The other daily double, Drew. What will you bet this time, Drew?
200.
Just $200. Here's your clue in old cars. Studebaker, maker of an electric car around 1900, was based in this town. Newt Rockney worked part-time in sales.
Notre Dame.
No, I'm sorry. Don't forget your phrasing, but also Notre Dame is not the town. South Bend, Indiana
Right.
would be the right town.
Well.
But you only lost 200. Select again.
Old cars for 400.
Henry Ford was famous for saying customers could have this 1908 to 1927 car in any color, as long as it was black. Drew?
What is the Model T?
Yes. Aaron, you're still in the red at the end of double. You were trying to get out and taking risks, and I admire that, but you were going up against someone who had 33 correct responses today. That's our strongest game of the season from your opponent, Drew. So you won't be here for final, but Drew and Graham, you two will be facing this category. Names in the heavens. The category for this Monday Final Jeopardy, names in the heavens. Here's the clue. When this body was discovered in 1978, Persephone was suggested as its name. 30 seconds. Good luck. We'll come to Graham Hicks first, in second place with 11,000 even. His response? What are Sam, Jacob, and Callista? Wouldn't it be weird if that were correct? Unfortunately, it's not. It's your
My
kids.
nephews and my niece.
All right, nephews and niece. That's great. You wagered all but $1, dropping you down to $1. Drew Basile had a big lead today, $26,400. He wrote down what is Ceres. That's the Roman equivalent of Persephone's mom, but I'm afraid that's not correct. She was the wife of the god of the dead, Hades or Pluto. This is actually Pluto's moon, Charon, discovered in 1978. How much did you wager, Drew? $4,000, dropping you down to $22,400 today. Still a pretty good haul, especially considering your 4-day total, $75,682. Congratulations. He's playing for a Tournament of Champions invite tomorrow. Join us then.